Hello, this is Dr. A with a clinical chemistry review video on gonadal function, and we're going to look at the testes. Okay, so let's start with testes development. By the 6th week of fetal development, the primordial germ cells have migrated to the gonadal ridges. There's the fetus is obviously bipotential, so it's either 46XX or 46XY, 46XX being female, 46XY being male. The ovarian pathway is followed unless the testis determined factor is present and the testis determined factor gene is located on the Y chromosome. In the 7th week, the testes with the seminiferous tubules and Leydig cells are formed, and the presence of androgens drive the formation of the male reproductive tract. So Leydig cells are some of the cells that start producing testosterone, and so the little boy fetus produces testosterone, and that drives the male reproductive tract. So let's look at testes anatomy and physiology. The testes are paired or void organs that serve dual functions. They are there for the production of sperm and the production of the reproductive steroid hormones, so the androgens, mostly testosterone for the males. Testes are located outside of the body, and they are encased by a muscular sac, the scrotum. The blood flow and the contraction of the dartos muscle will regulate the temperature of the testicles, and it needs to be 2 degrees Celsius below the core body temperature, and that is vital to sperm production, and so therefore it will move them in if they need to be warmer or down if they need to be cooler. The spermatic cord can retract testicles into the inguinal canal when injury is threatened also. They are composed of 2 anatomic units. The seminiferous tubules, they contain the germ cells, or if you will, they're like sperm stem cells. And the Sertoli cells, they do sperm production, and then the interstitium, which has the Leydig cells, which produce testosterone. So spermatogenesis, the spermatogonia are sperm stem cells, and they undergo mitosis. So again, mitosis means genetic material stays identical. There's 47 chromosomes in there, and it just maintains the pool of sperm stem cells. Okay, but then they'll also undergo meiosis. When they undergo meiosis, then you will get the haploid cells that transform into mature sperm. From one sperm stem cell, you will get 4 mature sperm cells, and each of these mature sperm cells will only have 23 chromosomes with that are haploid. I only have 1 of the chromosome arms for each of those chromosomes. The mature sperm has a head, body, and tail, and it can swim. The body has the mitochondria and stuff to power the flagella, the tail, and the head has the genetic material and the acrosome to erode away the corona radiata of the egg to fertilize the egg. So a little bit about the hormones. Testosterone is the main male hormone. It is controlled by FSH and LH, that's follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. These hormones are named from what they do in the female, but they're the same hormones in the male. These are produced by the gonadotropes of the pituitary. And so when these are released, testosterone is produced by the Leydig cells of the testes. Luteinizing hormone is actually the one that drives most of the production of testosterone. And impaired pulse generation of the gonadotropin releasing hormones can lead to inadequate production then of the LH and FSH, which then could result in hypogonadism because there's not enough testosterone and the other androgens being produced. And so again, GnRH would be at the level of the hypothalamus, LH and FSH are at the level of the pituitary, and then the testes is at the level of the gonads. The testes are the gonads, the testosterone is at the level of the gonads. Testosterone enters the cells and converts to DHT in cells that are rich in 5-alpha reductase, such as some hair follicles and prostate. And testosterone has effects all over the male's body. So let's look at the physiological actions of testosterone. So in prenatal development, early in development, so we looked at just 6-7 weeks and early on, embryos have those primordial components of the genital tracts of both sexes. And the primitive gonad starts to become distinguishable at about the 7th week of embryonic stage, and the testosterone in prenatal development will favor the development of the male reproductive tract. So as long as a male baby can produce enough testosterone, then that development will happen. In postnatal developments, testicular function is reactivated during puberty and to produce testosterone, and then that will result in the development of the secondary sex characteristics. So the hair on the face, chest, axilla, which is armpit and pubis area, the enhanced linear skeletal growth, so they get taller pretty fast, and the development of internal and external genitalia, and increase upper body musculature, so the boys develop more muscles and stuff, and the development of the larynx and vocal cords with the deepening of the voice. So again, the appearance of all these male features are driven by the presence of testosterone during puberty. The effect of testosterone on spermatogenesis is a paracrine effect. So paracrine are secretions that are just affect neighboring cells. And so if you go back and look in your anatomy book, the Leydig cells that produces testosterone are really around the seminiferous tubules. And so the testosterone plus the follicle stimulating hormone together will act on the seminiferous and Sertoli cells, and they will induce spermatogenesis, so they will drive the production of sperms. Meaning if you don't have enough FSH or you don't have enough testosterone, the production of sperm is going to be hampered. And that is it. Thank you so very much.